Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Okay. We're still trying to be her boyfriend. I love you. I said, where's your boyfriend? Yeah. We got it all. It's my boyfriend. Baby.
No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take the comfort into knowing whether if you've come to still one or you're just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and be the silence, come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together, from love and be loved, from the bliss down to the turn down, from the pamper to the abuse. This door is open to you, so come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. God in us recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist, and Jew, this door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open to you. Now there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through. Know that you are not alone. You've got stand with you as the individual manifestation of divine point of view. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open to you. So come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. God does recognize the God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Muslim, wicked, and Jew. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open to you.
Good morning. Thank you, Ruben. That was a rousing rendition. Good morning. Spring has sprung, man. Everybody's all awake and alive and sunny today. And we got Mr. Good morning, everyone. Hi, my name is Reverend Caroline. Hi. Hi. And I'm just so happy to welcome you all here. You could be anywhere, doing anything, paying attention to anything. And you're here with us, co-creating this sacred space. And I see you, and I appreciate that. It is special. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Our speaker today is Reverend Susan Bosdick. And her topic is Rise and Renew.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? That's for me. That sounds really good. A renewal is right on time for me personally, so thank you. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Her practitioner is Reverend Mallory Rainier.
All right.
She makes me, Mallory makes me want to play music too. Yeah. Just a couple words about practitionership. This is the bread and butter of what we do. This is our main skill set, and that is affirmative prayer treatment. If there is something in your life that is presenting as a challenge and you need to reframe the way you think about it so that you can have more of what you want and less of what's making you uncomfortable, write a prayer treatment request. It's amazing what can be accomplished through reframing and prayer. Quiet reflection, connecting to source, being very clear about what it is that you want, and also why some things bother you. It is an excellent source of clarity. And we all need assistance in finding clarity from time to time, some of us more often than others. So prayer treatment is brilliant in that way. Mallory has been practicing for many moons and is a very powerful practitioner. So if there's something that you would like to shift your consciousness around, or if there's something that's really working and you don't want it to be fleeting, you want it to continue, write yourself a prayer treatment request. Mallory will take your intentions and your requests and incorporate them into her practice for the next 30 days. If there's something that you want a little more one-on-one, if you want some interaction with someone, there's a list of practitioners and ministers on the back of the program. We publish our numbers so that you can reach us. We are practicing anyway. So if there's something you could use some assistance with, call us. If we're not the perfect fit, we will help you find someone who is. And that's enough about that. Is there anything I'm forgetting? No. Okay. Now we're going to sing together. You ready? Sure. Yeah. All right. Stand up if you got it in yet. Let's sing. Thank you, Ruby. You guys are on fire today. All right. Now I would like to invite our very own Reverend Dr. Wanda Moore up to read, what are you doing? Oh yeah, to lead us in our opening treatment and circle of light. And welcome. Thank goodness you know what you're doing.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
After that energetic song, how can we do anything else other than celebrate today? Today is Sunday. Today is Easter. And across the world, people are celebrating the story of a man who rose to his transformation. And I'd like to ask all of you to take a deep breath in, realizing that this energy that flows through the universe, this energy, this consciousness, also flows through you, through each of us. It flows through us as the consciousness of God, as the energy of spirit, as the life of the eternal, of which we are. We are expressions of that light. We are droplets of God right here, intended to be the love that touches everything, that heals everything, that moves everything into its perfect right place. And for this New Thought community, I realize that energy flows through us. You can feel it. You exhibited it today. This is the life of God that allows us to move higher into consciousness. And I am grateful that it is anchored in this New Thought community. And I'd like to ask the ministers, the practitioners, the healers, to encircle the room. Radiate your energy into the center of this room. Not only the circumference, but it's everywhere. And know in this moment that this energy is filling the hearts of those who have made their transformation this week. This has been a difficult week for some. Those who have made their transition, we are shining our light at them and supporting them on their new journey, and hope they remember that they will always be in our hearts. And for those of us in our families who are experiencing difficulties and energy from others that we don't need, we shine our light to dissipate that energy that is discordant and keeping us from being balanced and healed. And for those of us in our community, our friends, those we know, we're shining a light on those that need healing energy, realizing that we are all perfect expressions of God, and that healing energy flows through us and also through our beloved Liz, who benefits from the energy of God that is always moving through us to balance us and heal us and to keep us in perfect action. And for our family members that we have in our hearts, we want to make sure they understand that we love them. The love in our hearts will never, ever die. And it is energized by the lights that are in the center of this room, which are raising us, our consciousness, raising our energy, raising our awareness, allowing us to be deeply connected to God. And I am grateful that this energy never dies, but it is always going to be present in us, for us, flowing through us as the infinite. And I let it be. And so it is. And right now, I'd like to ask all who are here for the first time today, that's all of us, and all of us who are new to the center. The practitioners and the healers are energizing this light of God in us. And we're shining it out to you and saying, you know, you could have been any place today, and you chose to be with us. It's with gratitude, deep, intense gratitude, that we're glad you joined us. And I hope you come again, and so it is. Thank you.
If this is your first time here, on your way out, there's little packets for you. Little purple envelopes, they're super adorable. So you can grab one on your way out. It's just a little bit of information for us. Now I'm going to get out of the way and let Rob tell us about what's going on. What's the haps, Rob?
Let me tell you what the hats are. Hey everybody, greetings everyone in here, out there on the Ethernets, all the ships at sea, all the spacecraft in the air. Welcome to our Easter service. I was gone last weekend because I had my Kiwanis, my first annual Kiwanis Key Leader Camp that I've been helping to put together. And we had about 24 high school students up there, mostly Key Club members. And it snowed a lot, it rained a lot, and it hailed a lot. And but I feel like it kind of brought us together, you know. But there were a lot of kids, students, high school kids, who had never experienced snow. And so it started to snow, of course, and we had classes going on. And of course, the guy who ran the classes was like, I can't compete with this. Yeah. So he let the kids go outside into the snow. It was like really thick, flaky snow, you know, that you get up in the mountains. And they run out there, and some of the kids started yelling, "It's cold sand! It's cold sand!" I guess that would be snow. So that was a lot of fun. Anyway, we have today, following service, our teachers meeting right over in the Littles room, a quick 5-minute meeting for all the teachers and teaching assistants we come together once a month to kind of make our plan for next month. That'll be right after service in the Littles room. On Monday, we have Science of Mind 1 class and Reiki Share, both on Zoom. Tuesday, we have our Science of Mind 3 class. Wednesday at high noon, we have the ministers meeting, all meet on Zoom. Thursday, it's a packed week every week here at Your Thought Community. Thursday, we've got Resolution Yoga right here at 6 p.m. Show up a little bit early and help Reverend Mallory move the chairs. You get a little discount off your yoga. And then Thursday evening, we have Science of Mind 2. And then Friday, great time or greatest time of your entire life. If you want to show up, all you got to do is show up. 5:30, band and choir practice. No experience necessary. Everybody can sing. Everybody can dance. Everybody can snap their fingers. Show up. Next Sunday, we have Russell Jensen, who will be giving the talk. And followed up, equally as, if not more powerful, Reverend Debbie Martzoff will be speaking in 2 weeks. And to cap it off, 3 weeks, we got Leah Hammond, who is always amazing. We have the raffle. We had a raffle last week. We're just coming at the end of our Easter fundraiser, and part of that was a raffle that Jane has tasked me to pull the winning ticket. She feels that I'm unbiased enough. Okay. So here's
okay. I have to say, this congregation is awesome. Yay. You are totally awesome. What has come out of this small fundraiser has been an impact, and it always blows me away in a good way. And so we did over $500 in eggs. Eggs. Okay, thank you for the eggs. And my bunny warriors, you know who you are. You're always in my heart. And we did a raffle. This is our second one. And Noah, thank you. She rounded it off. $100. We have $100 in this envelope for the lucky person. Rob.
Louis Moeller.
You know, Louie won last year. I think he needs to do something for us. He won last year. I mean, we are done.
Okay, Rob, an
That
interesting
is
question
wild.
has arisen. Did you draw the winning number last year?
No.
Oh.
I never do. And never again, apparently.
Oh my word, that's so fun. Okay, now I would like to invite Kip up to lead us in our vision, purpose, and mission.
Hi, guys. I imagine a lot of you have heard this before. Our vision. We are a spiritually empowered family. Purpose. To remember, experience, and connect with universal truth. Mission. Our New Thought community is a diverse spiritual family, guided by universal principles and devoted to awakening to the divine presence within each of us. We are committed to loving, inspiring, and healing.
Now I'm just going to get out of the way and let Mallory lead us in the reading and treatment. But just before I do, remember, when you submit a treatment request, prayer treatment request to Mallory, she takes it to a very deep personal level. And she prays very fervently, but more importantly, she sees your connection to Source, your connection to the divine, in a very profound and personal way. Mallory.
Good morning. Around here. Not real good with this technological stuff. I have a few quotes and thoughts about resurrection. The symbolic language of the crucifixion is the death of the old paradigm. Resurrection is a leap into a new way of thinking. That's from Deepak Chopra. From Emerson, the finite alone has wrought and suffered. The infinite lies stretched in smiling repose. The finite must put on the infinite if it is to be resurrected. The resurrection principle is the eternal manifestation of life in higher and higher forms of expression. It is by the process of resurrection that we rise out of the contemplation of that which is hidden, the mysteries, as we have called these, into the full light where everything is made clear. There is nothing hidden that shall not be revealed to the one who sees the unity of life. We are rising into the recognition of the glory of the process when we stand before a blade of grass and see that even this is wonderful. That's from Nona Brooks, one of the founders of New Thought Teachings. The resurrection is the death of the belief that we are separated from God. That's from the Science of Mind magazine. Easter is calculated as the Sunday that follows the first full moon after the vernal equinox. It is evidence of a concern centuries before Christ to coordinate the lunar and solar calendars. What we have to recognize is that these celestial bodies represented to the ancients two different modes of eternal life. One engaged in the field of time, like throwing off death, as the moon, its shadow, to be born again. The other, disengaged and eternal. The dating of Easter, according to both lunar and solar calendars, suggests that life, like the light that is reborn in the moon and eternal in the sun, finally is one. From Joseph Campbell. And from Ernest Holmes, within myself is that which is perfect, that which is complete, that which is divine, and that which was never born and cannot die, that which lives, which is God, the eternal reality. Within myself is peace, poise, power, wholeness, and happiness. All the power that there is, and all the presence that there is, and all the life that there is God, the living Spirit Almighty. And this divine and living Spirit is within me. It is wholeness. It is never weary. It is never tired. It is life. Now, as we settle into our seats, resting our feet on the floor, lengthening the spine between earth and sky, knowing that connection, that oneness that flows through all of us. We are spirit. And in this knowledge, we are blessed and loved and resurrected, new again each day, each and every one of us. And with this love and knowledge and renewal, we go forth into our day, into our week, and spread that light that shines through us to each and every person that we encounter, knowing that they are blessed by that encounter. We are new again each and every day, and for this I am so grateful. And I release this into the universe, knowing it is already done and done perfectly. And so it is.
Could there be more to this life we call mine, to plan the journey through space, on the storyline, more to life than the body can sense, than the mind can conclude from experience. 'Cause who we are begin with breath, depend on form, or end with death. Strip away these roles, these names, and tell me what remains. Who you really are, who you really are. Measure success by the things we accrue, or the bonds that we form, or the deeds we do. These too shall pass, as hard
Thank you, Claudia.
Get into it.
These guys are all dancing.
My crew over here.
You should have seen how many people followed suit back there. We are right. We are right. Okay. The next person you're going to hear from is our very own Reverend Susan Fosdick, who always has a creative spin. She's always is a hard word, but truly There's always a creative aspect to everything, every time she approaches any given situation, whether it's just to join in, if there's a conflict, if there's a problem that needs to be solved, there is a creative solution. And even when there's not a problem, Susan is always thinking creatively. So I think it's perfect that her topic should be Rise and Renew. This sort of concept lives in my consciousness around Susan Fosdick. So, here she is.
Carolyn tries to make you cry before you talk.
I do.
It doesn't usually work. Okay, so happy Easter, everyone. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you, Rob. Gosh, you must have. Thank you.
So today is the day that Christians celebrate Jesus' resurrection. It's the day when it was discovered that the tomb was empty, right? That his body was missing. But it's also, this time of year is a time of vibrant rebirth of the natural world, right? It's when our trees come back to life, when the flowers start rising out of the ground, baby animals are born. So the spring equinox, it was a little over a week ago. And since ancient times, humans have just seen this springtime as a time of renewal. So that common theme between our natural world and the Christian story is that of rebirth and resurrection. And so the early Christians, they weaved a lot of the pagan and natural earth symbolism into the season. Right? So we have a holiday called Easter after the goddess Ostera. We have our bunnies, so we're all wearing bunny ears, and eggs. We have those too. We have hot cross buns with that cross on them, and the Christian symbolism is that there was a cross on there for where Jesus died, but there's also the pagan symbolism of our 4 seasons or the 4 cycles of the moon. So this holiday today, you get to decide how you're celebrating and what you're celebrating and what the meaning of all those things are. Religious science, it's a philosophy that affirms truth wherever it is found. So we take truth from both the natural world and from the Christian teachings. And again, we get to decide how we do it. And then we look for those hidden meanings, the metaphors and the symbolism, and we take all that and we apply it to our lives so that we can shift and we can grow, and new things are born. So the resurrection story, it speaks to that idea of transcending the body. And Science of Mind tells us that the body is not just our physical body, it is the world of form. So it is our relationships, it is our job, whatever our life circumstances are, the things we own and possess, our thoughts, our feelings, our perceptions around it, all of that. The meaning we give it, that is all the world of form. And resurrection is that process of transcending that world of form, transcending our emotions, transcending our circumstances, and rising up to remember our existence as eternal spiritual beings. It's remembering our oneness with Source and who we really are as divine beings. And thank you so much, Claudia and Noah, for that song. That speaks to that idea of who we are, right? We are not any of the things that we experience and we tend to think we are, or we tend to think are important. And the more consistently we can remember who we are, the old world falls away, something new is born. And there is an ease and a peacefulness as we move through it. The resurrection story tells us that the tomb, that's the place where Jesus' body was, but it is also the place where Jesus rose, where he ascended, right? That idea, and the idea of a tomb as a place of birth or rebirth, it can be found within
all of our springtime Easter symbols. So lambs and bunnies and other new baby animals, they are birthed from the womb, that tomb-like structure. Chicks and ducklings and other birds, they're hatched from the egg, which also is that tomb-like structure. And then we have our Easter flowers. We have tulips and lilies and daffodils. They rise out of those flower bowls, where they had laid dormant, where their flowers and greenery had died off, and they laid dormant and they arose again out of that. We all have our own inner tomb. It's that sacred chamber within us where we can go and we rise up to heaven. So we rise, that's a place where we rise into higher consciousness. And when we go within for prayer and meditation, it's a place where we contact God, Source, whatever you want to call it. We align with the sacred wisdom and all the power of the universe. We align with the peace, the joy, and the love. And it's the place where we remember who we are. And we don't just remember it like, oh yeah, I'm a spiritual being. We remember it within ourselves. We feel it and we know it. That is the place where everything's all right, even when it might not be all right outside. So the tomb, it's a place that is empty of the body, just like in the resurrection story. It is empty of the body. It is empty of the physical world. And so the story, the resurrection story, it tells us that after Jesus' body was in the tomb, a very large, heavy stone was rolled in front of it. And it was rolled there not to keep the body in so much. It was rolled there to keep all the unwanted individuals out. So the tomb raiders and the animals that would come in, and because there was a dead body in there, right? So it kept all of that out. It provided protection. And so when we go inside, let's remember we close off the outside world. We want to keep those unwanted distractions, which we would call fear, anger, worry, whatever's going on in our life, just the busyness. We keep all of that out because as that is out, we remember who we really are. And in fact, Jesus teaches in the Bible, he uses the idea of a closet, but he teaches the same concept. In Matthew 6:6, he says, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet. So we can just say, enter into thy tomb and shut the door and pray or connect with thy Father in secret. Secret, so the outside world doesn't know about it, right? It's that inward connection. And then he says, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee. So when we connect with God or Source or Spirit, however you want to see it, in secret, inside, quietly, we are rewarded. So it means things change. Manifestation is different. Our perception is different. Our awareness is different. That is the reward. So resurrection requires a death. The story tells us Jesus died on the cross to rise up. And then we know again, our spring flowers and trees and all of that, they must die off to come back to life again. And even when you think about our lives, life circumstances, our life, I guess, stages. You know, the idea of childhood dies so we can become an adult, right? One experience goes away so a new one can come in. Fear must die so we can have freedom. That is the process of resurrection. If we hold on to the old, the new does not have a place to become reborn. So, and every Sunday, in fact, Reverend Wanda did it today, we ask who is here today, and for the first time. Many times there's no one, it's just the people who are always here. And you will hear us say, well, everybody is new here today. Mm-hmm. It's because Every day by day, minute by minute, we have that opportunity to be new. We have that opportunity to be reborn. We are not who we were yesterday. We are not who we were an hour ago. That rebirth is a moment by moment experience. And I got, of course I'm talking about renew, rise and renew, and I got to have that experience this morning. I was a little frustrated over something, and I got to have that experience of rising up to a higher consciousness and to renew my process around that, my thoughts around that, my beliefs around that. And everything's fine. So I really didn't need all the worry anyways, but excuse me. And that's the idea, that when we can think of resurrection as a verb, as something we do, right? We let go of the old and we lift our awareness. There's action involved in that. It's not a passive process. Joseph Campbell says we must be willing to let go of the life we planned so to have the life that is waiting for us. That is resurrection right there. So we have a little process today. We have some Easter eggs to pass out. And I want you to just take one and hold on to it until everyone has one. After we're done, keep it closed for now. Hold on to it. Keep it closed. I know. Just have a little patience. Okay, someone come up here and make sure Mallory has one.
You have one?
I do not have one. I guess I do need one too.
I take care of you.
Yeah.
They're just holding.
Okay. So just hold on to your eggs for a minute. And so let's center ourselves, put your feet on the ground. And let's breathe in. And we enter our own sacred tomb within. And as we settle in, we let go. We allow anything that is no longer serves us to just slowly die off and drift away. And I forgot to tell you, make sure that stone is rolled across your tomb. We keep the distractions out. We let go of our perceptions, our fears, any unwanted emotions. We let go of who we think we are with our jobs, our relationships, any bodily issues we have, the idea that we are our body. We let go of all of it. And as we do this, we begin to feel the presence of spirit. So let's just sit with this for a minute or two. Letting go. Realizing who we really are. We feel the peace come over us. This is the place of ascending to heaven. So with our consciousness lifted to the higher realms, with our awareness in heaven, we can take this time to open our egg, ignore the candy, and there is an affirmation in there. And I know that you each got the one that is just perfect for you today. You can open up your affirmation. And what we're going to do is you can quietly read to yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to read it and just breathe it in. We're going to do this 3 times. And as you breathe this in, let this affirmation just fill your awareness. Let it permeate every cell of your being, every place of your awareness. Let it fill up. And know that this affirmation, it is exactly what's needed today to bring something new forth out of your life. Whatever it is that you may be wishing is different, that you may be wishing was dissolved and released, this affirmation is the catalyst for that transformation. This affirmation is held in the awareness of heaven. Life is resurrected and renewed. Just breathe that in. We know it is so. And you can do whatever you wish with your affirmation now. You can hold it over your heart, put it in your pocket, put it back in your egg. And we just bring our awareness back to this moment, knowing that whatever information we received, whatever was provided to us by this experience, that we take it forth into our day, into our week, into our life, as we move back into the physical world outside of our tomb. We take what we have found here today and we take it out into the world and we let it work in our lives to lift and renew our experiences. And I just said, oh. So, in conclusion, we can rewrite our idea of Easter. We can rewrite the paradigm if we choose. We can let go of that idea that Jesus, someone outside of ourselves, that is required to provide salvation and renewal to us. And we know that we can move within to our own inner space. And we can promote our own rising up into heaven. Let me say thank you. I hope.
All right, can we have our ushers come forward, please?
Okay, so take out your offering. Hold it in your hands. Place it or over your heart, wherever you prefer. And we just know that we move into that space where there is one source, one power, one presence, in and through everyone and everything. We are absolutely one with this source. And in that knowing, we give with joy today. We give knowing that as we give, we are blessed. As we give, New Thought community is blessed. That our gifts, our energy, which allows New Thought community to reach out into the world and bless the lives of others. And for this, I am so very grateful. Thank you, God, and so it is.
Well, the moon is blue, the sky is cracked. Come on, the only thing you can see is all that you lack. Come on up to the house. Well, all your crying won't do no good. Come on up to the house. Come down off the cross, we can use the wood. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world is not my home, I'm just passing through. Come on up to the house. There's no light in the tunnel, no iron to the fire. Come on up to the house. And your singer needs soprano in the jump and choir. Come on up to the house. When life seems passing, foolish and show. Come on up to the house. When the seas are stormy and you can't find no port. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world is not my home, I'm just a passing through. Come on up to the house. Go on. Nothing in this world that you can do. Come on up to the house. We've been whipped by the forces that are inside you. Come on up to the house. Well, you're high on top of the mountain you go. Come on up to the house. You know you should surrender, but you can't let go. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. Not my home, I'm just a passing through. Come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just a passing through. Come on up to the house.
Okay, circuit. You just beam it across. It's good. Just beam it across. You can't really be disconnected. There we go. All right. Blessed always.
And we step into the awareness that we die daily. We die each moment to who we think we are, and we rise into the awareness of who we really are. So it is.